Yo, what's up, y'all? It is lower one. I think it's not days. It's day 72. I wrote that wrong. So one sec, correct that. Day 72. We're gonna do our lower one. It is kind of late. I don't work tonight, but it's 10:35. I've been procrastinating really bad, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm procrastinating, and I'm still getting this workout done regardless. Procrastination, it sucks. I deal with it a lot because I just procrastinate. I'm a lazy person by nature. I like sleeping, I like resting, but I really want to change that, and I want to get out of, my comfort zone and stop being lazy so much. And yeah, I plan to. I definitely will. I'm working on it, and I'm going to get better at it. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm still gonna get this day done. I planned on my consistency, and I plan to stay true with it. I got like some pimples all on me right now, and it's annoying. Like this one hurts a lot. That's why it's kind of red, because I've been picking at it. Same with this one. I just kind of get acne pretty bad, but happens. I don't really have too much else to say. I want to jump right onto my squats, get it done with, get this leg day done with. Yeah, I don't want to procrastinate too much on my sets in between sets. I just want to work, hit it hard, focus, and focus on form and everything. And yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys on barbell squats. I just have to put the weight on. We're gonna do 145, maybe 150. We'll see how the 145 goes, and then I'll see if I increase. All right, see you guys then. All right, I'm doing. I changed it to 150 because I gotta challenge myself and everything. So I'm gonna do 150 for the barbell squats. Main thing is I'm gonna look at form. If I feel it's not good for this set, then obviously I'm gonna go down to 145. But I was doing some warm-ups with it, just kind of focusing on form. So yeah, barbell squats, in case you guys don't go to the gym or you don't work out or all that stuff. You probably know what a squat is. Barbell squats are good for building your quads. It can also, it's a compound, so it kind of hits most of your leg because you're using that force to, propel up. Like you're using your glutes, you're using your hamstrings, quads. Mainly it's a quad focused movement, but it is a compound movement, so it hits a lot of the leg. That's why I like to spam them. But again, I'm no expert at them. I suck at training my legs, but if you're trying to formulate a workout plan, then add these to your plan. They get what you need done. And yeah, all right, let's get right into it. Stretch my shoulders out. And for safety precautions, I don't have clamps on my barbell in case I need to downgrade the gear. And I have these little hooks in case I can't get back up. In case you guys are curious, I do have safety in place in case of emergency and all that. We'll leave it at that. Alright. Gotta get the oxygen to the brain because I think I was failing on my breathing. That was 3 reps. We'll do it again. Aim for 4. That was bad breathing and bad form because I was seeing stars a little towards the end. And if you see that, don't continue working out because you're gonna pass out. Lack of oxygen in your brain, you're just gonna pass out. I saw decent amounts, so I know I wasn't getting my breathing in. That's on me, even though I felt like I was. Squats are kind of hard because you gotta like hold your breath on the bottom because you need that oxygen to push up. You know, breathing, like your breathing is very important when you work out because it gives you that power to push up and all that. I'll see you guys next set though. All right, second set. Just gotta remember to breathe better. This is 150, same weight and everything. Yeah, just really it's the breathing. All right. All right. And then after this, we're gonna jump on to deadlifts, and yeah. Much better. Hit 5 reps. I pushed it. I didn't think I would have one more in there. Sorry for like, well, not really, but you know, the deep breathing kind of gasses me after that. It has a compound, so yeah. 150, I plan to get a 200 squat. I don't know if I'll hit that by 2026 or more in the middle. Either way, that's the goal. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the deadlift. We're gonna do 205. All right, we're gonna do our deadlifts. Deadlifts are a pretty good, crucial movement to do. I would recommend them for anyone. They hit that. They're another compound. They'll hit the, you know, like lower back, hit your hamstrings, glutes, all that. But you do have to be careful. So make sure if you are gonna consider adding these, that you're doing them right. Main kind of tip I can offer for them is keep your chest straight and don't curl your back. Like, don't do this when you're lifting up because that's what causes that back pain. I kind of want to try a forward angle for you guys so you guys can see me lifting it more instead of like from the side. I don't know, I'm gonna try this. Hopefully it's not too close or anything. I don't know, we'll give it a shot. Safety precautions with this is just watching form because you're lifting it up, it's not too bad. You can just drop it if it's too heavy. Just listening to your body is the main thing for this. I'm gonna do a, what is it, reverse or not? Overhand, underhand grip. So I like to do this because I don't have like chalk on me, so my palms sweat. This gives me that grip I need. I would recommend learning with this grip or overhand grip first because you want to get the movement down. But once you lift heavier, this kind of helps. All right, let's jump into it. Enough talk. Alrighty. You can kind of see. I don't know. You can barely see, I guess. So maybe if I... Hold on. I'm going to try to adjust this bit better into something that can work here. Just got to move some stuff out of the way. Almost. Just a little more. There we go. Here we go. I think this is the angle right here. Alright, so 205. Again, last time I checked, PR wise, I was able to do around 230, I think. My goal is 300, or 250 around. It'll take a while with that, but you can lift a lot more with your deadlift than you actually think. So yeah, let's jump right into it. All right, these are very taxing on me, so sorry I'm very distracted. These hit hard, they get the job done, and they make me sweat a lot. Let's do it. God. You want to make sure you complete the lift by getting the weight all the way up and then holding it for a second. We're on 3 reps, aiming for 2 more. Alrighty, that was good. We're gonna go on to our second set. We got 5 reps, right? So yeah, next set, I'll see you guys there. Alright, second set, let's do this, y'all. Again, this is a taxing movement. That's why you wanna get your taxing movements out of the way, like benching, barbell curls, things that use a lot of muscle groups you should do first. That's why they call them compound movements. The sooner you get them out of the way, then you do the lighter movements that are just like I don't know why I'm forgetting, but isolated movement, right? Where it's just focusing one muscle group. It may sound like common sense to a lot of you guys, but like for new people and everything, do movements that use a lot of muscle in your first like sets. Like for my first 2 in my leg day is my squat and my deadlift, because they use the most muscle, right? Most muscle groups, most taxing, that kind of thing. They suck, but you get them out of the way, because if you did them after your least taxing, you're not gonna get the same reps and all that. So yeah, let's get into it. Kind of a yap. Gotta stand for a second because all my blood was down there, so give me a second here. Alright, we're gonna get into this. About shoulder width with your legs. You kind of get a deep squat, right? It's kind of similar to doing a squat, but reverse. You're pulling it up instead of having it on you already, right? If you're shorter, you have to get a lot deeper with your squat. You know, if you have longer arms, it's a lot easier, and if you're kind of taller. But alright, enough talking, let's get right into it. Oh, that was a good crack. Alright. That's 3. Again, shooting for 2 more. One more. Push it for that last rep. Oh, good job, y'all. 6 reps. We got Bulgarian split squats next, and then shrugs and calf raises. I'll see you guys there. All right, we're gonna do some Bulgarian split squats. If you guys know what these are, I shouldn't have to explain too much. If you watch my other lower days, you would also know. But for the people who don't know, these are basically squats, but one leg at a time, right? Because you have this here resting on the bench and you're going down. These are great. It's a great movement for developing your quads, more of a isolation, but they can hit more. I'm doing the 30s on them, aiming for 5 to 6 reps, you know, basically till failure, and that's around my failure range. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get started. I'll give you form advice. Again, I'm not an expert. I just know what I know from regurgitating info from other people. But yeah, let's do it. Start with our right. I like to, because these can be a little annoying to set up, I start at the bench. I take a far step out, and then I put both here. You don't have to do that step, but yeah. Then I put my foot back where it's like the ankle kind of, and then you go back on the ankle. Trying to get that parallel and back up. That's 5. Okay, second here. One more. Alright, we're gonna go on to the next set. Alright, second set. Let's do it. Starting with our right again. Three, and 2 more. Two more. Alright, we're gonna jump on to shrugs and calf raises. My pimple's so red right now. It's so annoying. It hurts. Alright, next set. Alright, shrugs, 135. I noticed I kind of do a lot of weight on them, so I wanted to lower the weight to 135. And then we got calf raises next. So let's do it. Finish up this day, because we still have abs we have to do. next set. Alright, second set. Let's do it. Shrugs, they're simple. You know, they hit this like area, your traps. They're kind of a neglected muscle, but I don't like neglecting any muscle because they're used for something, right? And plus, I want a balanced physique. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go on to calf raises, and I'm gonna superset with the rear delt flies. Alright, calf raises. Oh, stepped on my computer almost. Alright. Calf raises, let's get this done with. Let's do it. 145, by the way. Oh gosh. Alright, final set we're gonna superset with rear delts, so I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, rear delt flies, I'm doing 15 pounds. Again, not trying to hurt my rear delts, but I do need to develop them, so that's why I'm kind of doing 15, because I think the less weight is better for these, because I feel it when I do them. So yeah, let's go. Ah, shoot. Gotta be a little careful doing them. Alright. We're gonna go into the next set. Alright, second set. Let's do it. And then we're gonna superset with our rear delt raises, like last set. But in case you guys didn't know. Alrighty, let's do it. Yeah. Oh, got my legs numb. Definitely a nice, I can feel the pump in them, but we're gonna do the rear delts. Alrighty. Final set of this, and we conclude this video. and then I'm going to do some abs and all that off camera because that's just how I prefer doing it. But I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do. All right. Alright, let's put these back. Alrighty. Let me just set up. Alright, that's pretty much the end of our lower one. We're finishing pretty much around midnight. I should have got it done sooner. When I woke up, I kind of slept till like 6-ish. Then I kind of just laid in bed longer. You know, wasting time, basically. I should have just worked out when I got up. But, you know, it happens, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it or anything, but I'm obviously here to show you guys the struggles that, like, I kind of go through. Like, you know, I mean, I didn't have the work struggles, so if I would have known I had work, I would have definitely gotten up and worked out way sooner, right? But since I'm, like, not that busy, I pushed it off a lot. I don't know, I want to be transparent with you guys. I want to tell you how my fitness journey goes. I'm not like a crazy, not like a crazy built, like, guy or anything. I'm only like 3-ish years. I think this is my 3rd year of working out. I've started working out way when I was younger, doing push-ups and stuff, but I'm kind of counting it now. Like actually trying and everything. It's been about 3 years. So I want to hit that next stage in my workout and go further. This pimple is really red, but yeah, I really want to gain a better physique, and right now that's why I'm doing the October cut and everything, just to, you know, reach that like lower, more lean look, and then I'll probably like go to maintenance calories, maybe bulk up. I'll see how I feel, because I do want to gain a lot of mass. Like, I want to have a big build. I want to be built. Like, I want to look like I lift without having to have a pump, or, you know, I want you to just see my arms and be like, oh, he lifts, you know? I don't know, like, YouTubers I kind of look up to is like Sam Solik and David Lade, right? I know they're pretty like basic options, right? But they're awesome people. Like, especially Sam Solik spreads a positive message, and that's what I like. That's kind of what I want to do, is spread a positive message. Because there's a lot of toxicity in the gym community, a lot of judgmental people and all that. But we're all in here for the same reasons: to get better, to grow as a person, and, you know, just come out better. But you're always going to have someone who hates on you. That's the story of this world, you know. I don't think anyone cannot have enemies, or not in that way. I don't think anyone cannot have like someone who despises them in some way just because of something. Everyone thinks differently, and there's always going to be people that kind of prey on your downfall, right? But that's why you got to prove those kind of people wrong, and you got to stay true to yourself and keep pushing every day, no matter what. I know it's like a corny message. I don't think it is, though, because I like to view it as motivation. I want to, if I can even inspire one person or help anybody with their day, then that makes my day. Of course, I'm still growing as a person myself. I'm only 19 years old, going on 20 soon. And I want to keep growing as the person I am. I want to go further in this world, and if I can do that by lifting others up, then that would make me a happy person. But I am going to do abs right now. I wanted to just conclude the video here. I'm going to do my ab wheel and then some leg raises with some Russian twists all together, kind of. And then I'm going to take like a 30-second rest and then hit it again. So it's kind of more intense, hitting those abs intense and everything. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you Thursday. Tomorrow's a rest day. So hopefully you guys have a good Wednesday, half of the week already. If you're seeing this, it's Tuesday night, probably asleep. But yeah, peace out, y'all.